It's Madden NFL 22, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Browns and the Steelers, and it comes your way next.
Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Fights loose. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Past the 20. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mayfield now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 20. Mayfield. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Now Dustin Colquitt, the all-time punting leader for the Chiefs, on to kick for Pittsburgh. Ray McLeod deep for Pittsburgh. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And here comes Ben Roethlisberger out onto the field ready to lead the Steeler offense.
And what a career we've seen from Ben Roethlisberger. Awfully consistent, tough, durable, strong in the pocket, great leader, a guy who stands in and throws it downfield, and has also added to his game the ability to get the ball out of his hands quickly and let his guys do work downfield.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry for Najee Harris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster, and he'll be stopped right at midfield.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second and 8. Now Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Roethlisberger on the draw. It's Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Second and 6. On the give, this is Harris. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Roethlisberger. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Brownsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And finding the tight end Hooper. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Mayfield to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
I'll pick up 2 yards. First down, Browns.
Now Mayfield. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. A give. This is Chubb. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Here's Mayfield. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
Let's go. Let's go.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Double time.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Ben's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Second and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and 2. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Ben to throw again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So a well-paced drive. They were able to calmly take it down the field, and then they finished the half with 3 points.
Yeah, and that's what's commonly known as playing the 2-for-1 game, right? Being able to get the points at the end of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to start the second half, gives you a chance to go out and double what you got done in the first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a gain of 2, and it will be the final act of this first half of play. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Browns. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call tippy toes if that one was completed.
Second and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Back to Smith-Schuster. This time complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Meanwhile, Ben's throw there hauled in by Claypool. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in, complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. They hand this off to Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Mayfield now. They'll go screen here to Hunt. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Mayfield. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid, still pitching a shutout. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's another carry for Harris. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson on the other end of the throw from Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left.
And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
First down, Cleveland.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Working out of the gun, Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
On 1st down, it's Harris. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Good job, good job.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
80 yards rushing for him now to this point. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
2nd and 5.
Here's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team